He referenced Kurt Cobain. We know Zoomers aren't watching him because Zoomers would be like, Kurt, who? What are you talking about? He's obviously got like a Gen X-y audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain is more Gen X, even the Millennials. I mean, I know about him, but he was still, I was just before, the Nirvana wave and stuff like that.
Yeah, even I was only in middle school when he killed himself.
I love how he's referencing. He's like, I'm going to do a hip reference.
I'm disappointed.
So is 11-year-old Brett Greenbaum, who will miss Cobain and his music.
Yeah. Because in a lot of bands, it's sometimes the whole band that makes the music, and it's sometimes just the singer. And for Nirvana, it's kind of just singer.
A lot of you guys already know I'm a huge Nirvana fan. We've talked about Nirvana a number of times on this show. Nirvana really catapulted me into pretty much everything else musically. Like, Nirvana was the first thing I ever discovered on my own, really. Well, actually, I didn't discover it on my own. My aunt, my mom's younger sister, gave me a cassette tape of Unplugged in New York. That was the first Nirvana I heard. It was Unplugged in New York. And it blew my freaking mind. I just loved that cassette. I had it on cassette, and I listened to it over and over again until I wore out the cassette. Like, I just completely wore it out. And then I decided, well, I need to hear more of this band. And so I got Nevermind on cassette. And then I thought, holy shit. The first time I heard Nevermind, I never looked back. I just thought, wow, holy shit. And I got into Nirvana big time. I was 10 years old. Kurt Cobain had just died. I got into Nirvana like right after Kurt Cobain died. Literally right after he died. But, what are you going to do? So, I discovered most of the music that I still to this day celebrate by looking at Kurt Cobain's t-shirts. Kurt Cobain would wear all these t-shirts, so that's how I discovered who Black Flag was. That's how I discovered who Flipper was. That's how I discovered Dinosaur Jr., and I still love all those bands, and that's how I later got into 80s hardcore. That's how I later got into actual, like 90s punk rock and skate punk and melodic punk rock, pretty much every genre of punk rock, which later led me to singer-songwriter, because that's what happens to punk rockers when you turn 26. You look into singer-songwriters. That led me to looking into Americana, satirical folk music. Now, all this also led me into getting really interested in politics, because punk rock talked about politics a lot. There you have it. And that's why I'm here. Boom.